Hello everyone and welcome to The Breakdown, brought to you by StaffsTV. I'm Tom and this is Panya.
And we will be your host for today's episode of The Breakdown. What's on the show today, Tom?
Well, first off, we'll be joining St George's Knights as they talk us through everything power chair and power chair hockey. They'll even be giving some of our students a go on some of their drills.
Our Level 6ers filmed this feature, so we can't wait to see what they've done. What's up next?
So we'll be joining Brendan for one of our segments, What's On, as he'll be talking all things Batman. With the new Batman film coming up, he'll be taking us through Batman's origin story, so if you've been living under a rock, make sure you tune in for that.
I'm really excited to see Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz because I can't wait to see what they bring to the franchise.
I don't know. I'm a bit skeptical. I'm still a Christian Bale man at heart.
Tom's a traditionalist, but that's fine. Up next, since it was Pancake Day this week, we talked to Lee, who is the man that runs the crepe truck on campus on Mondays. So we hope to get some tips and tricks from Lee on how to make some pancakes.
And maybe, just maybe, if we're lucky, he'll give us that secret recipe so we can make our own this Pancake Day.
Yep, you just have to stay tuned to find out.
Finally, with the new semester starting, deadlines have been announced, so we'll be bringing you some tips and tricks to meet those deadlines.
We sent out one of our best correspondents to the Cadman Library to see what tips and tricks students had to avoid burnout when working towards deadlines.
But don't worry, we didn't bother busy, intrigued students, did we?
We might have bothered some busy students. I'm sorry, Tom, it had to be done for the content. I apologize.
I played no part in this.
We're forgetting something.
I don't think so.
Something big.
Today we're coming to you live from the Catalyst, the new building on Stafford University's campus. But, I think that's all there is to it. So without further ado, let's go see that hockey.
Hello, my name is David O, and we are here in Stafford University, and this is Power Chair Sports. Today with us we have the St George's Knights showing us all about Power Chair Sports. The St George's Knights were founded in 2012 after their founder realised that the power chair users don't have enough excitement and joy in power chair football. Hello, I'm here with Jack Marshall, one of the players of the St George's Knights. So, Jack, tell me, what is your favourite thing about power chair football?
The thing about talent chess is it's so inclusive. So whether you got physical or mental disability, it doesn't matter. And that nice thing about it, as a disabled community at Stafford University, we don't have that many inclusive sports. So I think if you can get it here, then that's a plus.
Power chair sports, if you don't know about power chair football, you're never going to know about it. You're never going to come across it. It's done in a hall that's enclosed. It's a sport that you don't see much of. It's just starting to get going on the international, well, not on the international stage, but on YouTube and things like that. And if anybody wants to play it, they need to get into it and give it a go. Once they're into it, they'll love it. It's more than just a sport, because you've got the community and everything that comes around the back of it.
Again, a big thank you to St George's Knights for that. Without further ado, we're going to move on to Brendan now, talking all things Batman.
Hello, and welcome to the entertainment side of our show with myself, Brendan Bailey. Now, to celebrate the release of the upcoming Batman film starring Rob Pattinson, which is set to hit theatres on March the 4th, it's time to talk all things Batman. So, to kick things off, I'm going to give you a brief history lesson of where Batman came from. So, it debuted in May 1939 in Detective Comics number 27 by the creators Bill Finger and artist Bob Kane. But obviously, Bill Finger, I feel so sorry for him in a way because he doesn't get hardly mentioned. It's always Bob Kane. But anyway, let's move on. So, he's appeared in electronic games, critically acclaimed atmospheric films, and has gone on to be a massive success for the past 70 plus years. So, next up we have the results of the poll that I sent out with 3 specific questions, which were the best Batman, best villain, and overall best Batman film. The results are as follows. So, starting with the best Batman, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, and Adam West received no votes at all. Massive ouch. I didn't really want Adam West in there because I personally couldn't stand how Batman was portrayed in the 60s. Batman is not supposed to be camp, but I best not rant about that too much. So, moving on. Joint third place, we have Ben Affleck. And I know I shouldn't have added Robert Pattinson in there, but I'm sorry, but he looks so damn good. In second place is Michael Keaton. And I had a feeling that swooping in first place, of course, Christian Bale. That Nolan trilogy is going to be one tough cookie to smash. Next up, best villain. The ones that get any votes at all, which I was very surprised about, was Mr. Freeze. He's so underrated. He deserves his own solo film. Do it now. You've got Ra's al Ghul again, but obviously I understand some people don't. Unless you're hardcore Batman fans, you're not going to know who these people are. But anyway, during second place, we have Penguin and Bane. Let's hope it's not the Bane from Batman and Robin. Eek. But, of course, the one and only came first place. It's the Clown Prince of Crime himself, the Joker, Batman's arch nemesis. Brilliant. Well done, Mr. J. The last question was best Batman film. The ones who received 0 votes were Batman from 1989. What? Another surprise. One along with Batman Returns. Batman Forever, Batman Begins, and Batman vs Superman. In joint second are Batman and Robin. Very surprised. I thought that was hated even though I enjoyed it. The Dark Knight also second place. In first place, my ultimate favourite film personally of all time, The Dark Knight Rises. Brilliant. Well, that was an exciting poll with various shocks and surprises there. Thank you to everyone again who voted on that one. So, to finish things off, I think for everyone who's going to this new Batman film, it's nice to give a little history lesson what's going to happen into this. So you've got demonstrating Penguin's rise to fame, Catwoman starting out, and Bruce Wayne appears to be quite slightly damaged psychologically, and it's early on in his career. And it's not going on to his Playboy days. It's someone who's completely damaged. But I personally cannot wait to see what Rob Pattinson brings to the character. We shall all have to wait and find out very soon.
Thank you, Brendan, for that segment on Batman, covering the most overplayed and over-talked about origin story of all time. Anyway, let's take a further look into the catalyst. Hi again, welcome back. I'm joined here with 2 members of staff from Unitemps. Now, for the people at home, would you just mind introducing yourselves?
Yeah, of course. So, hi everybody, I'm Lizzie. I work at the Unitemps team and I've worked here now for nearly 5 years.
Hi, I'm Steve. I'm also in the Unitemps team, work with Lizzie. I've been here since November.
So you guys have been here quite recently then, you've not been here too long. So we've obviously recently opened the Catalyst. How have you been enjoying it?
Yeah, I love it. I think it's obviously a great place for students, businesses. I think it's a really good selling point for the uni.
Being quite new to the university, to come into its flagship building, it's very exciting. I feel very lucky and I'm looking forward to what it can do for students and business.
Yeah, absolutely. What's your favourite part, just out of interest?
So I'm going to say mine's probably the gallery. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's the ground floor. It's like an event space. The kind of like sideboard turns into like a full 360, which is obviously great for speaking. Again, businesses, events. Yeah, I love it. It's good there.
I think for me personally, it's not one particular space. I like how it's been designed to sort of encourages collaboration of teams, which is important in our roles, and I'm sure it will be for students as well.
Yeah, absolutely, making those bonds there. And finally, what opportunities do you think this building will bring for students?
So I personally think it's great for networking. Again, obviously going back to what Steve just said, because we're obviously on this floor. Next to us, there's business team, apprenticeships, knowledge exchange. So again, obviously, if students come up and want to do something with the uni temps, we could then potentially refer them on to like a CPD course. So yeah, definitely like the networking side.
And just following on from what Lizzie just said, then this is a live building in here. You've got people working, you'll have businesses in here, networking, students. So it's really collaborative. So I think there's going to be some great opportunities for students to enjoy the Catalyst.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for joining me today. I'll let you guys get back to what you were doing before. You've got students to help out, of course. So without that, we'll head back. Again, a big thanks to Lizzie for that little interview there. Now, on to Lee. He'll be talking all things pancakes.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to my prep store.
What's your name, sir?
My name's Lee. I'm the official best crepe man in the West Midlands.
And how often are you at our university?
We come every Monday,
That's wonderful.
10:30 till 3:30. There we go. The difficult bit, spreading.
I love how you use the dowel and get a really even sort of thing.
Just let it cook a little bit, and then we'll flip it over, put some banana on, Nutella, and enjoy.
Ooh, there's a controversial question. What are the differences between pancake and crepe batter?
Crepe, there's a lot more eggs in.
Right.
Make this crepe batter with pizza flour, which is 00, which is a very, very fine flour.
Yes, yeah.
Most people make pancakes with a general purpose, slightly thicker flour. This is very, very fine, which I make my pizzas with.
Ooh,
so
yes.
if you visit me, I've got a wood-fired pizza business.
That's very cool. So is there an indication of when you know it's ready to flip? Or is that just experience and instinct?
Experience.
Experience and instinct. That looks wonderful.
Bananas. This is a Cavendish. There is only one type of banana that exists, the Cavendish.
That's true.
Now for the Nutella.
Oh, I love Pancake. Yes. Oh, I love him. He's a legend.
Invented in 1942 in Italy.
Ferrero really hit the nail on the head with that one.
He did, didn't he?
He really did. You can grab it if you would like to.
Voila.
Look, thank you, Lee. Are there any closing remarks you'd like to tell our viewers?
Yeah, we're every Monday, 10 till 3:30. Come down, get your authentic French crepe or your authentic Breton galette made with buckwheat, which is gluten-free.
It was really awesome of Lee to give us that really quick interview, and now we know how to make a crepe. We don't have as much skill as him, but we can try. So we hope that you guys have a great pancake day. Now we're going to move on to our study tip segment, where I went down to the Cadman Library and I asked some students how they cope with the stress of finals, as well as some of the methods they use to avoid burning out. Hi, I'm Panya, and we here at StaffsTV are going to give you some study tips so that you can set yourself up for success in semester 2 and not burn out. Hey, you! Hello. I'm Panya. What's your name?
I'm Ikat.
Okay. What course are you on?
I'm on film and media production.
All right, that's very cool. So obviously semester 2 started. It's a new year. What are some of the study tips that you use to help you cope or like set yourself up for success for the semester so you don't burn out?
I would say listening to music is a good one because it helps me concentrate and it just keeps my mind out of things.
Oh, that's cool. Any particular genre you like listening to?
Hyperpop.
Ooh, that's cool. I have a friend that really listens to hardstyle, hardcore music to study, and I'm like, okay, that's if that gets you in the zone, that's fair. Okay, what other tips might you have?
I would say exercising, like making yourself tired. It's just better. For, like my brain is always like so fast, always like working too much. So exercising just like slows everything down and like makes me want to do work.
That's pretty cool. Have you heard that exercising releases endorphins, which, you know, just makes you feel better overall? Hello there.
Hello,
Hi, I'm Panya. What's your name?
I'm George.
Nice to meet you, George. So semester 2's just started, and we were wondering whether you could share some of your study tips with our viewers. So, okay, first of all, what course are you on?
I'm in psychology.
That's pretty cool. So what do you do to basically cope with the stress of a new semester and your assessments?
Break down the assignments into specific study days where I spend the entire days on one assignment, focusing on one assignment at a time. And the second tip would be that I avoid having my phone around so I don't get distracted.
That's pretty good. So the first one is like basically managing your time well by like allocating specific days to do like assignments. And then you said keeping your phone away, because I think that's something we all struggle with. I blame TikTok and Instagram. And the Beacon app, obviously. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Panya.
Hello.
What's your name?
Kiwi.
All right, Kiwi, what course are you on?
I'm a PhD student.
Okay, that's wonderful. I mean, that means you're a very smart person. So we hope to get some good study tips from you, because that's basically what we're trying to do. Okay. So how would you say you set yourself up for success for a new semester?
I make flashcards religiously. I read my handbooks.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So I'm Panya, and we're trying to find out your study tips for semester 2, so you guys can avoid burnout and cope in general. So what would you say is your topmost study tip?
You need to treat yourself and get some Greggs. Greggs.
Those are the study tips from our students. Now let's finally head over and get the tour of the Catalyst.
Hi, my name is Karina and I'm going to take you on a quick tour around the Catalyst. It's one of the newest buildings of Staffordshire University campus, and it has an investment of £43 million into it. Lovely. So this is the second floor. If we're gonna have a quick tour around, in the middle we have open learning spaces, and here are where the students are coming to use their computers and to basically just use the facilities when it comes to the group studies, especially around the pods that I'm going to show you in a second. You can come with your team, you can have Teams meeting, they have a camera attached to it, so it can kind of get you all into the same angle instead of just turning your laptops around. And the best things about this floor, we have gender neutral bathrooms, so they have their own cubicles, which is very awesome as it's very gender inclusive in this kind of manner. And the most amazing thing that I found, and I think a lot of students have appreciated, on this side we have these tables that you can put them at your own angle and you can use them how you want. So there has been research that have proved if you're working or if you're studying standing up, you're way more productive than if you would be sitting down. And I can totally agree with that, to be honest. In terms of design, This floor is very differently managed than the second floor. So here you're gonna see that there's a smaller area for learning, and there's a lot more areas when it comes to kind of private and having lectures here. We're gonna see in a second about the technology that you're using and about the kind of the learning in visual study that you can access. The best thing if you're coming with a lot of things with you, you have these lockers, which are very easy to use. They're all usually just set at open, so you just open, put your stuff in, put your card, which I don't have access to on this floor, but it usually goes green. It's on the bottom, and you're done. You don't need a key, you don't need anything to kind of get it more complicated. The last bit is the staff workplace and university executive. So this is the place where if you're hired by Unitems, you can talk about it, and if you have any issues with your timesheets or anything that has to do with Unitems and jobs, you're more than welcome to come and talk to them about it. See you later!
That wraps up about everything we've got for you on this episode of The Breakdown. Again, thank you, Panya, for joining me today.
No problem, it was my pleasure, Tom.
And we'll join you next time on The Breakdown.